That's where they live, right? And that's why Yohanan got a camp down there, because he wanted them men.
Yeah.
Right. It says this. It says,
but he don't live there. He's too fat to fit in there.
They got to lift the monument up to put him in it. Leviticus 26:1. You shall make you no idols, no graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land. Was it not America?
Well, natives in trouble.
Yeah, wasn't America built upon the premise of the Bible? You know, of the tenets of Christianity. What the hell are they doing with these demonic symbols around America? You know, then they got one in the Vatican City, which is supposed to be the top religion, the vicar of Christ, right? You know, the pontiff, right? Then they got one in Washington D.C. and then they got one in London, in London City State. You know, these are hot spots around the planet Earth where these devils set up their images.
What about George Washington posing with the image of Baphomet?
Yep.
Oh, he never posed for that image. They just made it that way. You know. Yeah. But he was a Mason. He was a practicing Mason. All right. Because don't get it twisted that he posed there. They just took some sculptor, made him like that, put him in the likeness of Baphomet. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fitting because that's who they worship, Baphomet. That's where they go every year to where?
They worship Baphomet because he was a Mason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every year they go where? They go right to over there in Sonoma County, California, on the Bohemian Grove. They worship that 40-foot owl, which they call Molech. You know, they do children's sacrifice. These are all things that they did unto Molech and unto these different deities and these different gods.
Yeah, there's paintings of George Washington wearing the lambskin Masonic, what do you call it?
Based on him actually.
Yeah. Yep. The lambskin Masonic apron.
Apron, yep.
Which with the square and the compass.
Yep.
Which a lot of you simple-minded niggas, you have that decals on the back of your car, and you have no idea what that's all about.
Yeah.
You're just that's why the Lord said that you're simple, man. You're just as simple.
Yeah, that's right.
You're just as simple as you can damn be, man. You put those decals, and you proudly display it, too. And it be you old niggas, too. You have that cap on your head with the Masonic symbols.
Yeah, and the ring, they wear that ring.
The Masonic ring.
Yep.
And Masonry, Albert Pike, for those of you that don't know, Albert Pike, which is hailed as one of the so-called greatest Mason, he said that Masonry is witchcraft. And he said that in a book called Morals and Dogma, which if you were a hardcore Mason, you should know about that book. Morals and Dogma. He said it in the book, Masonry is witchcraft. So there you go. And then the Bible says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Done.
So you process that, you niggas especially you old niggas that love to put those Masonic decals on the back of your car. The two-ball cane, the cane with the two, looks like golf balls on either side, which really represents the penis. Then you have the square and the compass. What else? They have the five-pointed star. Right? That's another decal they put on the back of their car.
I think the 1 point facing up is witchcraft, and the 2 points facing up is Satan worship. You know, so and then you know what, the Masons they worship in secret, man. The hell you guys do? You doing it outwardly. You know, you got the symbol on your car, like the apostle said, or on your license plate. You got the rings. You know, the hat. You know, the jackets. You know. These Masons, when they do their thing, they do it in secret. That's what they call secret rituals. Secret society. No, secret societies. You know, this is Nahum. That's why the Most High is going to destroy this place, man. That's why he's going to destroy America. That's one of the reasons why, should I say. Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. And even to this very day, you have America selling slaves around the world. And different countries are selling slaves around the world. You know? And you're causing all these other nations to drink of their fornication. That cup that of the wrath of the Most High that's going to be poured upon you because you're making these people drink of your philosophies. Because when you look around the world, everybody on the planet Earth, even though they hate America, they want to be like America. You know? That's why you got your McDonald's and you got your Burger Kings and you got different retail stores around. You got your Pepsi and your Coca-Cola
which
and
is
your
GMO
Dunkin' Donuts.
crap.
Yeah.
Which is killing people by the thousands. That GMO shit.
Yeah, they had a new recently. Had a commercial come up. They're trying to bring back Coca-Cola. They showed a bottle of Coca-Cola, and I said, that ain't nothing but poison. Yep. And they showed this black family looking healthy and happy and shit. And I said, this is fucking bullshit, man. I said, I don't remember the last time I drunk some fucking Coca-Cola, man, or some goddamn Pepsi. See, they'll take that poison. That's what the devil does. He'll take that poison, but he'll have healthy people drinking it and looking like they're happy and healthy and, you know, living life and shit. Which that's nothing but that's witchcraft, man. And speaking of witchcraft,
same thing with the cigarettes. Go ahead. Same thing with the cigarettes. Like back in the 50s and 60s, they'll have an attractive woman. You remember that the "You Come a Long Way, Baby"?
That's how they got you stupid ass women
to smoke, yeah.
To smoke. And then, you know, made you feel independent, you dumb bunch of dummies. You dumb fucks. Talking about you women. And on your cigarette, I remember as a child when they had the TV commercials, and even on your billboards, they'll have a pack of cigarettes, and they have two cigarettes sticking out of it. And one is higher than the other. And that's supposed to represent Semiramis and Tammuz.
Oh, even the Marlboro man, he was famous in the 70s. He died of cancer.
Well, good for his ass.
You know, he was this big strapping
good
stud.
Form.
You know, the Marlboro man.
Good form.
They show him on a horse.
You know, he ain't on the horse.
Smoking.
He ain't on the horse no more.
Now he's in the grave.
Yep.
Because he got smoked.
Yep. He's worm food. Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Now this is this so-called white man going back. Well, really we're talking about this man now, starting from the super elite on down to you flunkies, you know, like Barack Obama and Trump and the rest of you clowns. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Well, wait a minute, we see every goddamn thing. The Most High sees everything, and he giving it to us. And so you're being exposed left and right. All right? It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. That's your pride. 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And it hasn't happened, but when it happens, you're going to say, well, wait a minute, did the Rothschild set that up? Is that part of the plan? You know, you're going to think it's part of the plan and shit. And then you're going to realize, no, that wasn't part of the plan. That means, hey, there's some higher force messing with us. See, the Most High haven't even begun to really bring judgment upon you. And when he does, brother, you're going to feel it. You're going to know it. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. Thy youth is the beginning of your country. Going back to Washington, the so-called father of our country, and he's the signers of the Declaration of Independence and all that bullshit. And Great Britain, when you crackers took it over. And then you can even go back deeper. You can go back to the Greeks. You can go back to the Romans. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. Because everything you do is based upon witchcraft. It's based upon the dark arts, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. Because you got a nigga that work his ass off to try to make it, and he don't make it. Here you got a cracker that starts something and it prospers. Why? Because Satan blesses it, you dummy. So a lot of you Negroes realize, well, wait a minute, man. I found out the way to make it in this society, you got to worship Satan. So a lot of you niggas chose to worship the spiritual demon Satan. and you're successful. You said, damn, I'm a Negro and I'm successful. Yeah, because you sold your soul. You made a Faustian bargain. In other words, you made a deal with the devil.
Like Michael Jackson.
Oh, yep, that's right.
Perfect example.
That's right. It says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Because you prevailed fighting